As you know, this is David B69, and this is MLB The Show 25, Philadelphia Phillies franchise mode. As you know, if you watched the ending of last episode, you would have known that we traded Cody Clemens to the Twins. Basically, got two players back for him, which is really good, but they're just two crappy players, so it doesn't really matter in the scheme of things. And we needed to release Augusto Calderon, who really has no valuable value to the franchise. So basically, just kind of made that roster move. Um, it's does it really matter? No, but we did all this because we have Alec Boehm back. I set the lineups back on the side. I already did the signing of draft picks, which we have everybody signed now. And I also changed the trading block. We had Ranger Suarez on there for a while, but with the one guy basically gone to injury for pretty much the rest of the year, I figured we got to really just hang on to Ranger. Um, Basically added Brandon Marsh and Rojas to our trade block as well. And we're looking at left fielders, right fielders, and third baseman as compensation in a trade. So we're going to see what happens. We're really haven't gone full out and everything and looking for a trade hunt yet, but just basically wanted to give everybody the update of what we have changed in our what we're looking to get rid of. Um, Kepler's kind of getting tired, so let's swap him off. And yeah, everything else is fine. Let's go.
Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball and getting to start, Andrew Painter.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Painter notched a complete game the last time on the hill. Just missed.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave them the day off.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Duran stands at second with no outs. Next offering is down low. Just missed. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count is 3-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. Marsh moves under it, hauls it in for the out.
Batting third.
Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. It features a great veteran presence, Alex Bregman.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Swings through it for the K. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Man at second. The other way. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Red Sox have the lead.
Comes through with the RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
That's in there. And the count 1-1. Abreu launched a homer in his most recent game late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox with an RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and on the mound in this one, Brian Bayo. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win, and really, that's all his teammates can ask for, so we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know? Yeah, no question.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Leading the NL in home runs to start the day. He's been a beast. There's a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under him, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
First and second, no outs. And here is Alec Bohm.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
0-1 down. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Swing and a chopper. Throw to first in time. There to beat him by an eyelash. And time now for the Phillies lineup. At the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around. JT Realmuto.
Yeah, Boog, hitting under that Mendoza line over the last 10 games. He's definitely going through a tough time at the plate right now. I think some of that's probably bad luck. Other, it's just, bad approach. But clearly he's looking to make some adjustments to get back on track. So we'll see what he does in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Turner at third. Harper over at second with one down. And a swing and a miss there.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Next pitch is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with the big 2-out hit.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-0.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Phillies leave a couple. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Blake Sabol. Painter back to work. Painter, in his rookie season, he features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next pitch downstairs, and 1-1. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
That's ball 3.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Cedar Rafaela stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, we talked about throwing the hands, but not to bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
He goes down looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
So digging in, David Hamilton. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, one away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Tristan Casas at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. On the inside corner for called strike 3. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Stepping in, Max Kepler.
Designated hitter, Max Kepler.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Duran puts it away for the out. 1 down. Here's Byron Buxton.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Buxton with a homer in his last game.
0-1's the
1
count.
out, bases empty. Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
Base hit, and that extends the inning.
Batting 9th, catcher.
Here's JT Realmuto.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games.
That one
Inside,
misses,
ball 1.
and that's ball 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Duran makes the play, and that is that. Phillies strand 1, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back
Leading
as
off
we
for
take a peek
Boston,
at the starting
left fielder,
pitching so
Jarren
far this year.
Duran.
Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Next offering is downstairs.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And another ball.
No strike.
That clips the corner. Line drive. And foul ball. Got him swinging.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate. And I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
That's in there.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
2 down, bases empty. Devers
Now
now.
batting.
Struck
third
out on
baseman,
just 3
Rafael
pitches last time.
Devers.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's Alex Bregman. And he pumps it a strike. Just missed. He swings and fouls one off. Hit hard on the ground is short. They get the force, and that is the inning. And the Red Sox leave one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Turner
Phillies.
now.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Close, but called a ball. 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
1 down, Phillies down a run. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one.
Yeah,
Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in
Third
today's
baseman,
game, but if you can hit a
Alec
ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Grounded out his first time. Oh, right to the backstop. The throw to second is offline. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Man at second.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Swing and a ball popped up. It's going to fall for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
2 on, 1 out. And here is Bryson Stott. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Line drive, base hit. Harper scores. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
First and second, one out. And now here is Nick Castellanos. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. Swings through that one. 0-1. All loaded up here in the last half of the third. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. Oh, and this one gets away. Play at the plate. Got him.
That's really frustrating right there. Should have had plenty of time to move up safely with the ball getting away, but they still threw out the runner.
2 outs. In the air out towards right center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Abreu.
And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a miss.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Nabs it, and there's 1 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Sable in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. There's the strike. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Ceddanne Rafaela will hit next. Struck out looking his first time. That catches the outside corner. It's 0-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. Right through there for a strike. Sable off of first with 2 away. On the ground right side. Stop. Sends it to first. That ends the frame. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Marsh in the box, lays off for ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
1 ball.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Buxton on the run. Right side. And that's just foul. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Fought off foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Bregman to first. And Real Muto is out.
So there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Turner, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The shortstop takes the ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Rafaela. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Painter back to work. Outside with a breaking ball.
You know, these Red Sox, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Short hop liner, handled it short. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, left
So
fielder,
the Red Sox
Jaron
lineup turns
Duran.
over. Now batting Jaron Duran. The changeup missing. Ball 1. Duran measures 6 feet 2 inches. 28 years old. And he's a former All-Star Game MVP. On the ground, right side. Harper. And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there. So now here's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball one. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Runner on the move, and it's caught for the out. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Halfway home, all even, one apiece. Back here in Philadelphia, now the number 2 hitter, Bryce
Leading
Harper.
off for the Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Way inside. And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. To the right side, Bregman handles. Now a jump throw, and he can't come up with it.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
And here comes Alec Bohm. Now fly ball to right center. Abreu on the move. He's got it. One away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And they hold him at second.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Tags the runner for one, and that's two. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for Boston, Rafael Devers. Missed with a changeup. Ball one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's Alex Bregman. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball one, no strike.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Buxton ranging back and caught on the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Abreu in the box now. Takes strike one. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around second is Devers. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Here's the catcher to hit, Blake Sable. Golden opportunity right here. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Phillies fans want a strikeout. Base hit, 1 run in already. The second run scores, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Here goes the runner. Cut on and miss. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
Red Sox by 2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Andrew Painter done for the night, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm.
Now pitching
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Bounce to third. Boom. And that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Phillies 1. And we're back. Now batting Max Kepler.
For the Phillies, designated hitter, Max Kepler.
And that one in the air center field. Makes the catch for the out.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And there's a foul ball. Red Sox leading it by 2. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Late with the swing there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped to short. Whips it to Casas. Out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Score holds. It's 3-1. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. That's in for a strike. And ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Tap back to the mound. Fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Next to hit, Jarren Duran.
Jarren Duran.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
1-1.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And they'll do it again. Two down. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Handles, throws to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That one is gone. And they boost their lead. It's 4-1.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
2 outs, nobody on. Rafael Devers up next for the Red Sox. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Way out front for strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one at 95 missed up top, and a count now even up. Foul tip straight back, and that squared him up in the mask. That didn't feel good. This one chopped up the middle. Turner on the run, throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Austin Adams.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so
Leading off
he's looking for better.
Phillies,
right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Real Muto.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Mark Leiter Jr. appears to be getting loose. Chapman getting cranked up as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
The Red Sox leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Turner pops it up. Hamilton out, number 2. Here is Bryce Harper.
The first baseman, Bryce Harper.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, space is empty. To the right side, and that's foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Cut out and miss, struck him out, and the Phillies are set down in order. We're at the top of the 8th, so here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. Banks back to work. And that drops in for a strike. Banks, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, a curve. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching.
Now Pitching
Here's
for
the new pitcher
Phillies,
for the Phillies, Jose
number
Alvarado.
46.
Just trying to keep this one
Jose
close here, and this is where a
Alvarado.
bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
0-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, and 2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Just missed. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. The throw into second. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count even 1-1. On the ground to the left. Turner with the throw to first. First out in the top of the 8th. And now Ceddanne Rafaela, 1 for 3. And a foul ball. Just missed. Foul ball there. The 1-2. Outside.
Out.
Bregman on third. Abreu at second with 1 away. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 6-1. Man at first with 1 gone. David Hamilton, the next to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. There's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Base knock center field. Throw into third. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Casas, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Fouled off left side. Swings and misses. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. And next for the Red Sox, Jarren Duran. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. 1 run across, another comes in to score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Runner at first with 2 away. Masataka Yoshida now at the plate. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And a foul ball. 4 runs already in the frame. All Red Sox in this one. And there's a ball.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Devers at the plate and takes high there. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2. That catches the corner. Durant, the lead runner at second. Yoshida at first. 2 out of the inning. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2-2 now. Oh, he hit him.
That hit him.
And that
First
got him
base.
pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. 2 outs, bases full. And the Phillies manager making his way.
Pitching.
New
for the
pitcher on
Phillies,
now, Orion
Number
Kirkering.
50.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases
Ryan.
loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Ball.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. 2 outs, bases are full. Smoked on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So they do get 4 runs across, but they end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 8th coming up. Red Sox 8. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. And that one sliced foul. Next offering is fouled back. In the air, left field. Durant makes the catch, and there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And first offering is fouled off. The Phils with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one moves his
2
feet.
strikes.
Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider.
batting,
Good
the
2-strike
right
pitch
fielder,
right there.
Nick
At worst case scenario, it's
Castellanos.
weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Castellanos
That's a ball.
jumps out of the way of ball 1.
1-0.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one hit to right. Abreu gets under it and makes the grab. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, when you
0-1, no
played,
strike.
how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips,
that's
I
off the
was,
plate.
pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. On the ground to first. 1 up, 1 down.
He's out.
Now batting, catcher Blake Sable.
Blake Sable up next for the Red Sox. In there, and it's 0-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Fastball for a strike. That's inside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And that's the third out. One left for the Red Sox, and it remains an 8-1 game. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Aroldis Chapman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That's outside. And now it's even 1-1. And it's fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. And now for the Phillies, Byron Buxton. Ground ball left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And there's a strike. Buxton stands at first with 1 out. Buxton on the run. There's a ball. No throw. He's in there safely.
Easy swipe a second right there with no throw down. It looks like they're very focused on this hitter at the plate. I'm not sure if that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base, but here's a chance to drive in a run.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's JT Realmuto. Ground ball, and this should do it. Here's Buxton to score. It's 8-2. In there safely.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Turner in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Now a screamer into the outfield. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take this one in a blowout.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, it was kind of a blowout. Yeah, nothing really went our way in this game. Our bullpen, not our bullpen. One single member of our bullpen just sucks it up. Alvarado, he's pure garbage. I gotta trade him. So, until next time, this is David B69. I'm out. Peace.